Actually, I had all that time. And prep the room properly. But that was a good intro song. Gotta love YouTube audio library. So, as you all saw in the intro, this is a Screwface reply to the LEC rap battle that happened earlier this year, back like going into the summer split. And I know Dracos and Shocks and all of them offered up to contact Screw. So I have no idea if they've had any interactions or if Screw's gotten deep on game knowledge, narrative knowledge, or anything like that. But I really wanted to get this out there because I just wanted to have that conversation of him. I've really enjoyed like discovering Screw through just the LEC rap battle and seeing all of his replies to all the league stuff and getting just from the videos, an education in our talent, kind of our players and the teams and stuff like that. And then just seeing him reacting to a lot of ERB has been great, especially considering current events these days. Hashtag 2020 the greatest. So what I'm going to run through here is going to be a similar style to what Screw does. In terms of, I'm just going to have this long intro like he does. But I'm going to go through, play the video, and I'm going to stop as I go to just drop the knowledge and info dump. For those that don't know about LEC, Fnatic, G2, any of the history that goes in the league, and a lot of the bars that came through on that video. And I've been watching a lot of this for years. So this is a fan and new coming analyst, esports person coming into this who is appreciated as a layman, a lot of hip hop, rap battles, and things like that. So what I'm here to just make sure is I'm trying to have a conversation with Screw more than anyone to be like, hey, appreciate what you do, a lot of respect for your craft, what you do, and also just the fun you bring and the pride you bring to the talent that a lot of us in the league community love so much out of LEC with Dracos, Vedius, Frosk, Shocks, Medic, Quick Shot at the helm. A lot of us has seen these talented broadcasters, analysts, play-by-play commentators, colorcasters come from Australia to China to Europe, from the UK to Europe to being actual doctors and deciding, no, that's not what I want to do. I want to go commentate esports. So to see them actually reach like a peak level of production, performance, and entertainment value with this rap battle was magic for us as fans. And it was even more magic to see someone outside the scene with a like your own degree in rap battles and bar writing and evaluating these things on a professional level effectively, to really ride along with us and value it highly and show us for like really good like hard reasons why it's good, regardless of having any deep knowledge of the scene. So without further ado, let me jump on into my reaction scene. So I set this up to where I'm off there. So this top window, I've just got all my images set up just to help explain what's going on in all this. And then down here is going to be the video, much like Screw does. Just keep it simple. So low level, we're all good. So let's jump on into this. All right, so let's go ahead. LEC, League of Legends European Championship, nice and easy. To throw intros, these two girls, Shocks is on the left, over on this side, and this is Froskuren. Froskuren, Australian caster that went to China, ran that ship hard and well, and has been one of my favorite casters, analysts, and just strong personalities for years now. Shocks has been in the game and with League since like the very beginning. She's a household name in the community. Some would call her just a pretty face, but she is she struck out on her own. She went to like journalism and has been in some of the biggest moments, from big household names like Darius retiring and stuff like that. Right here, rookie Carzy. This is just Team Rogue Finn. These guys are, I don't even know who this is. This is Finn. Don't worry, it's there. Carzy's been a monster this year though.
Mediocre finally in it. Why don't we kick this shit off?
And this is Vedius. He's our Wales guy who raps in an American accent, actually, because I think even like Backstreet Boys even listen to Japanese, Asian, Chinese fans like sing to them in their own in actual American English and stuff. But yeah.
It's a reminder that I'm still here. At least recognize that I'm top tier. Respect from the fans, it's all they cheer. Fanatic is the name that you will fear. 200 years to close out a game. I thought for a second OG was your name. You do like objectives, you don't like to fight. Wanna bore us to death, or is it just spite? The people don't love you like they love me. I'm the epitome of what you could be. 7 tiles, what fun, we look like a gem. They only know you cause of TS.
So to drop this, actually, I didn't even get a graphic ready for this. The background play for TSM. TSM is the most popular esports organization in the world. Reginald, who was the original mid laner in League of Legends for TSM, has just blown up into this massive brand that has the biggest fan base next to Fnatic itself, actually. And the reference here that Vedius Fnatic is throwing out is that about a year ago, Rogue was a new team in the LEC, and NA, the LCS, where TSM is, North America, United States, which is like Canada, US, and maybe Mexico, no one really knows. It was believed, it was boasted by a European analyst or someone like that, or someone in Rogue, the actual org, was like that they bet that they could actually beat TSM, who at the time I believe was a top team. I'd like to think they were a top team in NA at the time. So it was a huge freaking battle that never got really decided, even with Worlds this year that everyone's like hoping for. So like that was a really fun round.
You should abstain. Starting to think you're a sucker for pain. Starting to think that it's over and lame. Now I just know you ain't winning a game.
Say what you want, this how we play. Still finish first at the end of the day. We win games, we take names. Crush your soul, got no shame. Sleeping on us like you're taking a bubble. We gonna pop you, this damage is double. We gonna hit you up now, you in trouble. A knife in the back, cause we spec and subtle. Rocks have died for this.
Okay, so this is where it goes like hard deep here. So let's give a little bit of, let me get out of that. All right, run with me. All right, cool. So this is, 2018 League of Legends World Finals. This is the first time a European team had gotten this far, a Western team to begin with. NA has a really hard time getting out of the group stage of the tournament. But this was lauded as the best Western team of all time at the time. Right in the middle is Caps. You've heard his name a lot. Best Western player in the world, at least run in contention for GOAT. For Western, Reckless, one of the best ADCs, Hylissang, yada. This is Broxa, jungler, Whippo, whatever. Love him, but not right now. So Broxa has his own playstyle or whatnot, but Broxa, in sort of the interpretation of how he got kicked off this roster and has come over to NA and was on Team Liquid till just recently, rumors are he's gotten kicked there. Broxa leaves Europe, and Broxa is a well-loved person. Like, him as a person and his public personality on Twitter is just so professional, so wonderful, like a really great guy, like so great. But his play is dog. His play is just not aggressive, doesn't appear to be intelligent, bad pathing. Like, he had one great mechanical outplay in this tournament in 2018, and it's carried him to NA. And certain analysts are just like, nope. But that's Broxa. And Caps is in Fnatic in this, but then he goes to G2, and we'll get to that later.
Graves lock in, barely making fifth.
Graves and Soraka, this goes into certain decisions in what champions were picked at the time. The big point out, though, is that Soraka bot think of putting a supportive healer-like character in your main damage player's role. Like, you got your dude with your sniper rifle, and you got your dude who's your medic, and they have very different ideas of what they're doing. And they're just like, you know what, let's just swap that. Let's just make that all different. And that's what Fnatic did, like, early on in the summer split, and started beginning this just trash fall apart, even after hitting finals in spring. So it was just... And Center picks, I actually have something ready for that. Center picks is also another deep cut. I got a L9. Okay, so LS is an analyst out of North America who's ended up over in Korea, which is the mecca of esports for all things. This is just a quick breakdown of it. If you want to like zoom in and check it, it's in the game of League of Legends. You have basically early game champions that spike early and spike hard, and you have later game champions. And LS just calls sinners and saints. Sinner champions require the enemy to make a mistake or require that they have a lot of proactive and a lot of good things happening early on in order to even win. Otherwise, they just become useless. It's like it's a first quarter ball player, and then after it gets like second and third quarter, they have like no gas left. They have no ability to. They can't dunk anymore to even save their own lives. While Saints may not be able to do much early on, but by the time it gets to third and fourth quarter, they cannot be stopped. Cannot be fucking stopped. So.
Rock bot with sinner picks. Does Reckless need his John a fix? Cause L9 barely 9-9.
Okay. It's deep cuts, so I'm gonna make sure.
Does Reckless need his John a fix?
I don't know about the John fix. John is a supportive character, so maybe he just needs someone that like keeps Hylissang from being too aggressive. Because Hylissang, where's he at? Where's that team? Hylissang far left. Hylissang is one of the best supports in the West, and it mostly comes out if he is a constant engaged kind of support. This guy is not shy from playing aggressive in his career, and it makes him so dangerous. So Jonafix would almost, in my mind, just let's neuter this guy. Just put him on a character that can just put shields out, throw tornadoes, and cannot throw himself into a fight, basically. And then L9, which is coming up. I actually did look that one up. I'm going to pause here for a second so everyone can read that later. But effectively, L9 is apparently where the current jungler, Self-Made, came from. And it was just very toxic players that were very highly skilled on the ladder that people play on in the game. Yeah.
Cause L9 barely 9-9. Dragged across the finish line in 50-50 for clear reasons. Coin flipped your whole season. We're the Mad Lions.
Mad Lions? I told you, it's just Mad Lions. Got rebranding or whatnot this year, but that from Splice doesn't really matter too much. Great thing about Mad Lions, they are actually, their oldest player is only been in the game like a year in terms of a professional level. Otherwise, this is a rookie squad, and this was like a just amazing squad, frankly, for a rookie talent that just got it together and like took G2 and like knocked them into the lower bracket during spring. And summer, it just kind of petered out, but they were just hot fire with Karzi that I mentioned earlier, just a monster ADC. So yeah. G2.
Original, visible, a goddamn miracle. You're cynical, you're pitiful, your play is criminal. You belong in an institution, or at least a fine for a caps boost.
Caps boosting's so good. Perkovich is perks. So let's just jump into them. Caps, running for GOAT of West, just mechanically, just monstrous. He used to be called Craps or Caps because he'd either throw the game or win you the whole game. And then Perks is the GOAT of the West at this time. And that Caps, what is it? I'll get to that later. So Perks is, you could say, the captain of G2. He is that is their franchise player. That is their boy. He literally goes from mid to ADC and becomes one of the top ADCs in the world after being one of the top mid laners in the world. Like, can't handle this boy. But a little rough in summer from some role swapping and stuff like that.
Because Perkovich, he ain't doing shit. Even Mickey was better with a broken wrist. Top AD support, whatever. Doesn't really matter because we're just better. Can't come close to the man named Kaiser. Leave you defeated and none the wiser. You're an ocelot and we're the real deal.
So Ocelot. So this is where this is a great bar that's, I know you love Scru because it just threw in that Lion King reference or whatnot. Ocelot, if anyone that watches Archer knows, is a cat. But Ocelot is actually the owner of G2 Esports. And Carlos Ocelot, I don't know his last name. I mean, he is a fantastic owner and everything like that, but he was a former player. He was there in the early days on SK Gaming and actually ended up tanking that team with his, just taking over it as a player. And so he came back with Gamers 2, G2, and has been just one of the best brands in all of esports out of Europe and frankly just in the West, and has created the best Western team ever in the current G2 lineup that's been here the past 2 years, 2019 and 2020. So that's just the fun little swooshin of just, hey, we're going to bring your owner into this talk.
When we're done with you, all you'll do is squeal. Hakuna Matata, you're not going far. Mad Lions make you feel like Scar.
Oh boy, an angry little kitty cat. Spend a series getting neutered. How's that? You'll just facts. Might as well quit now. Relax. Humanoid intent, he's
Humanoid mid laner of Mad Lions. Didn't really int too hard.
just getting worse. Hope that his contract included a hearse. Thought we might get an opponent for caps. Guess that's naive when you're playing like crap. Drop quicker than a fox, that's a fast fall. Chase you down like Bully, get mauled. You're a team without Syndra, no balls. Try and best G2, your call. So tell me, are you mad, bro? Some anxiety that maybe you should let go. All the stress just prepping for a big throw. Playoffs are a bit harder, you know. Still the king, want no debate. Don't need no fans to liberate. Cut the bullshit, you're just hating. Playoffs now will be dominating. Damn, Fnatic, you're here? After a whole split of playing like shit? So what? We struggled just a little bit. Got knocked down, took a few hits. Took our time standing up, now I admit. Not here to pretend, had a bad split. Maybe it's time that we shift gears. Show them the Fnatic that you fear. The one with the penners and the big plays. We could bring him back for a few days. G2 is just a name on a list. Revenge for Fnatic, got time, this is it. Can't wait to watch your reign collapse. What you gonna do, just buy another cap? I'm sorry, but this rivalry still lives in me. Acknowledge me, Fnatic army, come to end your party. I will always be your adversary. You should be very wary, your curse kinda scary. Take it to the cemetery as we return to glory. Back to back to back, you know these titles start to stack. Just like all your failed splits. Start to think that this is it.
Okay, that that opening line has a lot of energy to it, and it's so freaking great, especially when you get the deep cut on it. You get that background info. This right here is the history going all the way back to when LEC started, basically, to where Fnatic was the gods, as you can see here, for like 3 years. They were just it. And then you have, this is the last time that they got back-to-back titles, basically, back in 2015. And this goes into the references of there's 2018 with Caps. And this is where the other name drops in later. But this is where G2 has clearly just shown up and destroyed. And Perks has been here this whole time. Perks has been here since, I wouldn't even know for sure, but I could guarantee he's probably back here at 2016. I would almost guarantee that.
Fnatic, you lost the magic. It's tragic. Once a classic, now just over dramatic. A soap opera. I'm on the edge of my seat. Who the fans gonna ask to bench this week? Nothing to discuss. Cap shows us. You don't have to trust. Your team just sucks. You two getting trophies. Fnatic getting mentions. Maybe it's time for an intervention. Fnatic, let's make one thing clear. You're only rivals in the mirror. We don't beat you. You beat yourself. Pathetic. Go and get some help.
Wait, so when did this become a G2 Fnatic party?
Oh, isn't that the team you knocked off in round 1 playoffs last split? I think I've seen them before. Supposed to be the best, press X to doubt. Maybe 03 finals just chasing clout. These silly Twitter games that you're all about. Catch me on the rift and I'll knock you out. So please don't question us, say what's best for us. World's already, this is just a test for us. Okay, boomers, you wanna see more? We'll hit our ceiling while you hit the floor. Yeah, Fnatic like to spit hot shit from their lips, but they seem to forget their roster slips. Reckless chances, looking gloomy. Can't win a title that Cap's so horny.
Murder on that line. Murder on that line, okay? Caps, as I've already told you about, where's Homeboy at? Caps right here, like, #2 best, like, in the world based on just his recent success since he came in, where is that? Came in 2018 as mid laner for Fnatic, and they take it back to back. Like, he was caps or craps back then in terms of just winning the whole game outright, like, just monster performance to just... And that's what gets and he's the one that basically gets Fnatic all the way to the finals in 2018. Okay, where's that? Yeah, this crew right here with Reckless. Okay, and Reckless is the franchise player of Fnatic. He's been there the longest. He is the guy. The coaches have been dropped off because of him, basically. All right. And so that bar there, getting back to that, Caps for Huni. This up here at 2015 is when Huni was running top lane and was a monster, and they had an undefeated 18-0 split. I can't remember if it was spring or summer, but Fnatic had a perfect split and just wiped the whole floor. They didn't lose a game until the finals, basically, when they were doing best of fives, which goes to the 03 explanation. Okay? And Fnatic doesn't win another title until Caps comes in 2018. But Perks is like, you know, you want to actually win like Worlds Finals, homie? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll go to ADC and you can get mid. You can get, you know, you can run that. And 2019, 2020, Fnatic just can't seem to get back on top. So, yeah, that.
This is an assassination, no more G2 domination, no more kings, no legacy, just a bit of you toe-to-toe with me!
Your rivalry is so outdated. Your history now looking faded. EU fans, we know you waited. Rogue and mad, now activated. G2, what are you without caps? Couple inters fighting over scraps. New kids are here, got that for
Inters intentionally feeding, as in dying and feeding more gold and XP into the enemy team.
fresh blood. We'll beat you down, leave you in the mud. Listen, you've done all you can do. Players change, burn out, retire too. But you look like you're playing from a garbage can. It's time for that NA pension plan. Time to kill the
Love that line. That line actually burns so hard. So I've told how NA actually has a really bad history internationally speaking, or at least I'm explaining that now. And the thing that NA has done for a long time is they've imported talent because for whatever reason, and that's a whole nother discussion, but NA does not seem to succeed internationally at the Mid-Season Invitation nor the Worlds, which is the big final tournament of the year. And all they've done for the past almost 10 years now, it feels like, is that all they've done is import talent. The top player of NA history is Bjergsen, who's actually Danish, who is an import into TSM and just actually retired and going to become a coach. So like NA is just and so there's that. The other piece is that NA pays like, according to some, like 5x more than European teams. Like there was a $4.2 million contract for Huni out of Dignitas at the beginning of last year, or 2 million or something. Yeah, and there's rumors right now that Jensen, the mid laner for Team Liquid, which is one of the money bag teams, he's signing a new contract with Team Liquid for like 4.4 million, and there's no money like that in any of the contracts over in Europe. So NA is just a retirement home to secure the rest of your life, basically, for any pro players out there. Korea, China, actually not even China. China's got money. Korea has money, but there are Koreans in it over here. Europe has been putting out the best world contenders out of the West for the past 2-3 years, but it's only G2 and Fnatic, and NA has no chances. So all they do is throw money at their problems, and it has yet to yield any success.
The monarchy, giving you anxiety, thirsty for variety, decapitate the dynasty. We're nasty. If you ask me who the last be, it's not you. Boo-hoo, boo-hoo. Fnatic and G2, f*** you. Look, we're done with your shit. United in rivalry, you little bitch.
Oh, this is fun. Okay, so this is Gilius, and this is Crown Shot. Okay, SK Gaming by that little piece right there on his chest, and Schalke. So these are like almost bottom feeder teams, bottom of the league, mid to bottom of the league, basically. Gilius is known as a jungle god because Schalke literally went on this giant miracle run in summer, and I think even made it to playoffs, basically. Like they went from like 0-6 or 0-9 and like ran it all the way back. And Crown Shot is like clearly one of the top ADCs like in the league, and is just like the god. Like all SK as a team have is Crown Shot. Just put everything into Crowny and let him carry you. So one comment, where is it actually? Where's the comment? Oh, it's somewhere in here. Because Crowny is like dubbed like the king, even though I don't even know if he has any titles. There's a comment right when this first got posted a while ago. I love how this is all the way up there. When this first got posted back in August, it's like, you gotta love how everyone goes quiet when the god and the king enter. And I was like, let's go. Top tier comment game. But yeah, so I just wanted to give you that deep cut there, Screw, just because, as you did point out when you were reviewing this, oh yeah, there's the image for G2. Give me that. Yeah, that's G2. So as you pointed out, and I really appreciated like that, like little concept lesson, is that the bars should educate on the burn or the brag that you're providing in the battle. And so I love that. I love to hear that that Dracos and the caster team here put together a very good rap battle that educated at the same time of entertaining and feeding to all the knowledge that a deep fan has that's been, you know, following this for years, to also allow someone who has no idea like yourself and is just like, yo, I will help you understand what I'm talking about here as I go, and still make it flow, make it burn, make it sizzle. But yeah, so thank you for enlightening more about this. I don't know how the talent is breaking down for Europe for LEC next year, because contracts are like running out and everything, because it's free agents and stuff. But this has been great. I hope this helps you enjoy it even more. And I may do. I'm not too much on it. I might do the other rap battle, which had Dracos. Where is he? Had Dracos and Vedius. Vedius is just his back hype man, and then Captain Flowers, which is where's that other one? Is it here? Where? Yeah, this one. Yeah, this one, which had where's his face? Yeah, this guy. Come on, give me. Yeah, Captain. This is Captain Flowers. He's an NA play-by-play caster, and I loved your take on this, but that'll be another time. So, but yeah, we will catch you. Thank you, sir. Keep at it, and till next time.